Millions of drivers have no idea these hidden car tricks even exist, and some of them can literally save your own life. But here's the twist. One of these tricks can actually prevent repairs that mechanics make thousands of dollars on every single year. And mechanics don't want you to know them. Stay tuned. From removing car dents to key fob backup systems, these are the 19 tricks that separate pro drivers from beginners. Let's dive in with trick number 19, cut potato for side mirror. Picture this. You're driving on a rainy morning and your side mirrors are completely fogged up. You can barely see cars approaching from behind, which makes lane changes terrifying and dangerous. You keep wiping them with your hand, but the fog comes right back. Most of us just live with it, thinking there's no solution. But here's what most drivers miss. A simple potato could literally save your visibility. Here's the deal. Cut a potato in half and rub the cut surface all over your side mirrors and windows. The starch in the potato creates an invisible protective coating that repels water and prevents fog from forming. Car designers knew that traditional anti-fog sprays were expensive and wore off quickly, but this natural solution was their elegant answer that somehow never made it into most owners' manuals. Here's the kicker. A potato costs less than 50 cents, and the coating lasts for days even in heavy rain. Professional anti-fog treatments, $15 to $25 every few weeks. That's one less expensive service visit you have to schedule. But wait, if that potato trick just blew your mind, this next hack could literally save you hundreds in body shop costs. Trick number 18, hairdryer for car dent. You walk out to your car and notice a new dent on the door panel. Maybe it was a shopping cart or a careless driver in the parking lot. Your heart sinks because you know body shops charge anywhere from $100 to $300 per dent to fix them. But here's what they don't tell you. There's actually a household tool that can pop out small dents for free. Here's the deal. A hairdryer combined with compressed air can remove small to medium dents through temperature shock. Heat the dented area with a hairdryer on high for about 5 minutes, moving it around constantly. The heat makes the metal expand and become more flexible. Then immediately spray the heated area with compressed air or a can of computer duster held upside down. The extreme cold causes rapid contraction, and the dent often pops right out. What's worse is some body shops know this trick, but will still charge you hundreds for a repair that takes them 5 minutes. This method works best on shallow dents without creases. A hairdryer you already own plus a $5 can of compressed air just saved you $200. This next one will 100% shock you. Trick number 17, coffee powder for bad odor. Your car smells terrible. Maybe it's from old food spills, gym bags, or that mystery odor you can't quite identify. You've tried air fresheners, but they just mask the smell temporarily and make it worse by mixing artificial scent with the bad odor. But here's what most drivers miss. Coffee powder sitting in your kitchen pantry is actually one of the most powerful natural odor absorbers. Here's the deal. Fill a small bowl or cup with dry coffee grounds and place it under your seats or in cup holders overnight. The coffee absorbs odors instead of just covering them up. For really bad smells, use multiple containers throughout the car. Leave them for 24 to 48 hours and the odors will be completely gone. Some car owners have been using this trick for decades, but somehow it never became common knowledge. The coffee grounds work by absorbing moisture and odor molecules from the air. Once they've done their job, throw them away and replace with fresh grounds if needed. A small container of coffee costs about $5. Professional odor removal services, $50 to $150. That's a massive difference for something that actually works better. You'd be surprised by this next one. Trick number 16. Make AC colder with Lysol. Your AC is running at full blast, but the air coming out barely feels cool. You're sweating in traffic thinking your AC system is dying and dreading a $500 repair bill. But here's the scary part. Most of the time, your AC isn't broken at all. It's just blowing air through a disgusting, moldy evaporator coil that's blocking airflow and creating that musty smell. Here's the deal. Spray Lysol disinfectant spray into your car's air intake vents with the AC on full blast and recirculation mode off. The intake is usually located at the base of your windshield under the hood or behind the cabin air filter. The Lysol kills mold, mildew and bacteria growing on the evaporator coil. Let the AC run for 5 to 10 minutes to distribute the spray throughout the system. This won't make the chip disappear completely, but it clears out the buildup that's restricting airflow and making your AC work harder. After cleaning, many drivers report their AC feels significantly colder because air can flow freely again. A can of Lysol costs about $5. Professional AC evaporator cleaning, $150 to $300. That's a massive difference for something that takes 10 minutes. Now this next one is about to save you from tire damage and poor fuel economy. Trick number 15. Stop using same tire pressure in summer and winter. You check your tire pressure once and think you're done for the year. Most drivers don't realize this, but using the same tire pressure year-round is actually damaging your tires and costing you money. Temperature changes cause air to expand and contract, which means your correct pressure in summer becomes dangerously low in winter. Here's the deal. Tire pressure drops about 1 psi for every 10-degree drop in temperature. So if you inflated your tires to 35 psi in summer when it was 90 degrees, they could be down to 30 psi in winter when it's 30 degrees. Underinflated tires wear out faster, reduce fuel economy, and make your car handle poorly, especially in wet or icy conditions. You need to check and adjust pressure with every season change. Here's the irony. The tire pressure sticker on your door frame shows the recommended pressure, but doesn't tell you to adjust for temperature. Many drivers go years never adjusting for seasons and wonder why their tires wear unevenly or why they're getting worse gas mileage in winter. A tire pressure gauge costs $5. Replacing tires prematurely because of uneven wear, $400 to $800. Take 5 minutes each season, and you might just avoid that expense entirely. Before we get to the crazier tricks, make sure you hit that like button. Trust me, you don't want to miss the rest of these, especially number 3, which could prevent engine damage. Let's keep going. Trick number 14. Use citrus oil to stay awake. You're driving on a long highway trip and your eyelids are getting heavy. You've had coffee, but you're still fighting to stay alert. Drowsy driving causes thousands of accidents every year. But here's what changed everything. Citrus essential oils like orange, lemon, or grapefruit can naturally increase alertness and reduce driver fatigue. Here's the deal. Put a few drops of citrus essential oil on a cotton ball or felt pad and clip it to your air vent. The scent stimulates the nervous system and increases alertness without the crash that comes from caffeine. Research shows that citrus scents can improve reaction time and reduce drowsiness during long drives. The natural compounds in citrus oils trigger receptors in your brain that promote wakefulness. A bottle of citrus essential oil costs about $8 and will last you months of road trips. Those energy drinks you're chugging at every gas station, $5 each, and they make you jittery then crash. Plus, citrus oil makes your car smell amazing naturally without artificial air freshener chemicals. You'd be shocked by this next one. Trick number 13. Secret rear view mirror night vision. You're driving at night and the car behind you has their high beams on, blinding you through your rear view mirror. You're squinting, trying to see the road ahead while light burns your retinas. Most drivers just suffer through it or try to angle the mirror away. But here's what most drivers overlook. That little tab at the bottom of your rear view mirror isn't decorative. It's actually a manual dimming switch. Here's the deal. Flip that tab toward you and the mirror switches to night mode. The mirror has 2 reflective surfaces at different angles. During the day, you see the bright reflection from the front surface. When you flip the tab, you're tilting the mirror to show the dimmer reflection from the back surface. This reduces glare from headlights behind you by up to 70% while still letting you see what's behind you. This next hack is shocking. Trick number 12. Clean wiper blades with alcohol. Your windshield wipers are leaving streaks and making it harder to see when it rains. You're about to spend $40 on new wiper blades, but here's what most drivers miss. The rubber isn't worn out. It's just dirty with road grime oil and tree sap that prevents them from wiping cleanly. Here's the deal. Pour some rubbing alcohol on a paper towel or cloth and wipe down both sides of each wiper blade. The alcohol dissolves oils, grease, and other contaminants that regular water can't remove. Do this every month and your wiper blades will last twice as long and wipe like new. Most people replace wipers that just needed a simple cleaning. What's worse is watching all that black grime come off the blades onto your towel. You'll be shocked at how much buildup accumulates. That contamination is what causes streaking, not blade wear. A bottle of rubbing alcohol costs $3 and will clean your wipers dozens of times. New wiper blades, $20 to $60 per set. This hack costs pennies and it takes 2 minutes. Now this next one might look like a toy, but it's actually a cleaning powerhouse. Trick number 11. WD-40 for clear headlight. Your headlights are foggy yellow and barely light up the road at night. You can barely see where you're going, and other drivers probably think your lights aren't even on. Headlight restoration kits cost $20 to $40, and professional restoration costs $100 to $200. But here's what most drivers miss. A can of WD-40 you probably already own can restore clarity in minutes. Here's the deal. Spray WD-40 directly onto your headlight lens and wipe it around with a clean cloth. The formula removes oxidation and fills in microscopic scratches that cause the hazy appearance. Wipe in circular motions for about 2 minutes per headlight, then buff with a clean dry cloth. Your headlights will look significantly clearer immediately. This won't make the chip disappear completely, but it's a quick temporary fix that restores maybe 70 to 80% clarity. For a more permanent solution, you can repeat weekly or combine with light sanding. A can of WD-40 costs about $6 and has hundreds of uses. Professional headlight restoration, $100 to $200 per set. The WD-40 method takes 5 minutes and costs nothing if you already own a can. Speaking of prevention, this next one stops problems before they even start. Trick number 10, headrest emergency glass breaker. Picture this. You drive into a pond or your car is submerged in floodwater. The doors won't open because of water pressure and the windows won't roll down because the electrical system is failing. You're trapped and panicking, but here's what changed everything. Your headrest posts are actually designed as emergency glass breakers that could save your life. Here's the deal. Pull your headrest completely out of the seat. The metal posts at the bottom are hardened steel designed specifically to break tempered glass. Insert one post into the corner gap between the window and door frame at a 45-degree angle. Pull hard and the concentrated force will shatter the window, allowing you to escape. This works because tempered auto glass is weakest at the corners. You'd be very much shocked by this next one. Trick number 9, credit card ice scraper. It's a freezing winter morning and your windshield is covered in a thick layer of ice. You realize you don't have an ice scraper and you're already running late for work. You could idle the car for 20 minutes wasting gas, or risk using something that might scratch the glass. But here's what mechanics don't want you to know. That old credit card or gift card in your wallet works perfectly as an emergency ice scraper. Here's the deal. Use the edge of a credit card debit card or any similar plastic card to scrape ice off your windshield. The plastic is hard enough to remove ice, but soft enough that it won't scratch your glass like metal tools can. Hold the card at a 45-degree angle and push firmly in straight lines. For really thick ice, warm up the defroster first for a few minutes to loosen it. What's worse is some drivers avoid going to the mechanic altogether because of these inflated prices, which means they end up breathing dirty air and reducing their AC efficiency. You just saved yourself $60 in 5 minutes of work. This one will shock you. Trick number 8. Your cabin filter makes the AC weak. Your AC barely blows any air even at maximum setting. The fan is running, but it feels like there's something blocking the vents. You're sweating and thinking your AC compressor is dying. But here's the scary part. In most cases, the problem isn't your AC at all. It's a clogged cabin air filter that's choking your airflow. Here's the deal. The cabin air filter traps dust pollen and debris before air enters your car. After 15,000 to 30,000 miles, it gets completely packed with dirt and restricts airflow by up to 50%. Your AC system is working fine, but the air can't get through the clogged filter. Replace it yourself in 5 minutes and suddenly your AC blows cold and strong again. And here's the kicker. Mechanics charge $40 to $80 to replace a filter that costs $15 and requires no tools. The filter location varies, but it's usually behind the glove box or under the hood. Pop it out, throw in the new one, and feel the difference immediately. A $15 filter just saved you from a potential $500 AC diagnostic that would have found nothing wrong. Trick number 7. Hidden tow hook behind bumper cover. Your car is stuck in deep snow or mud and you need to be towed or pulled out. The tow truck driver looks under your car searching for a place to attach the hook and can't find anything. Your modern car has a plastic bumper cover with no obvious tow points. But here's what changed everything. There's a hidden threaded tow hook port behind a small panel in your front or rear bumper. Here's the deal. Look for a small square or rectangular panel on your front bumper usually on the driver's side. Pop it out by pushing on one side, and behind it you'll find threaded holes. In your trunk under the floor or in the toolkit, you'll find a folding tow hook. Thread it into the hole until tight, and now you have a secure tow point rated for thousands of pounds. This one will surprise you. Trick number 6. Press dead fob on push button start. You walk out to your car, press the push button start, and nothing happens. The dashboard shows key fob not detected, and you panic thinking you're stranded with a dead battery in your key fob. Most drivers would call a locksmith or a tow truck, but here's what most drivers miss. Even with a completely dead fob battery, you can still start your car. Here's the deal. Hold your key fob directly against the push button start, or in some cars against a specific spot marked on the center console or steering column. The car has a backup RFID reader that can detect the fob, even without battery power, when it's touching the sensor. Press the brake and push the start button while holding the fob in place. The car will start normally. Trick number 5, WD-40 for serpentine belt. You start your car and hear a loud squealing sound coming from under the hood. The noise is embarrassing and people stare at you in parking lots. You're dreading a trip to the mechanic thinking you need a new serpentine belt that could cost $150 to $300 with labor. But here's what most drivers overlook. Most belt squealing is caused by glazing or minor slipping, not a worn belt. Here's the deal. Spray a small amount of WD-40 on the ribbed side of your serpentine belt while the engine is running. Stand to the side, never directly in front of the belt. The WD-40 penetrates the rubber, removes glazing, and restores grip. The squealing should stop within seconds. This is a temporary fix that can last weeks or months, giving you time to properly inspect if you actually need a new belt. This next one is your secret weapon when your car acts strange. Trick number 4. Reset your ECU to fix car issues. Your check engine light is on, your car is running rough, idling weird, or getting terrible gas mileage. You're scared to take it to the shop because diagnostic fees start at $100 before they even fix anything. But here's what changed everything. Many electrical glitches can be fixed by resetting your car's ECU or engine control unit, essentially giving your car's computer a fresh start. Here's the deal. Disconnect your negative battery cable, wait 15 minutes, then reconnect it. This drains residual power from the ECU, clearing temporary error codes and resetting learned parameters. Your car will relearn idle fuel mixture and other settings over the next few drives. Many intermittent problems like rough idle or poor performance disappear after a reset. You'll be shocked by this one. Trick number 3. Check your oil when the engine is warm. You check your oil level when the engine is cold and it shows full. You think everything's fine. But here's the scary part. Checking oil on a cold engine gives you a false reading that could lead to running your engine with dangerously low oil, causing thousands in damage. Most drivers have been checking oil wrong their entire lives. Here's the deal. Oil needs to be checked when the engine is warm, but not hot. Drive your car for 5 to 10 minutes to get the oil circulating, then park on level ground. Wait about 5 minutes for oil to drain back into the pan, but while the engine and oil are still warm. Pull the dipstick, wipe it clean, reinsert it fully, then pull it out again. This gives you an accurate reading of your actual oil level during operation. Here's the kicker. Cold oil is thicker, and more of it sits in the pan, making the level appear higher than it actually is when running. Warm oil is thinner and distributed throughout the engine. If you only check cold, you might be a quart low while driving and not know it. A $5 bottle of oil could save you a $5,000 engine replacement. Trick number 2. Don't dump fuel into your car. You're at the gas pump and you squeeze the trigger to maximum flow, watching fuel pour into your tank as fast as possible. You think you're saving time. But here's the scary part. Pumping gas at maximum speed creates turbulence that aerates the fuel, filling it with air bubbles. You're paying for air instead of liquid fuel, and it's costing you money every single fill-up. Here's the deal. Squeeze the trigger at the slowest setting. Yes, it takes an extra 2 minutes, but you get significantly more actual liquid fuel and less air. The fast setting churns fuel, creating foam and vapor that takes up space in your tank. You'll notice at slow speed, your tank holds more fuel before clicking off. Over a year, this saves you hundreds in wasted fuel purchases. What's worse is gas station pumps are calibrated to charge you by volume, not by energy content. Aerated fuel has less energy, but you pay the same price. Pumping slowly also prevents overflow and reduces vapor emissions. Your car will thank you, and so will your wallet. This free tip costs you 2 extra minutes per fill-up, but saves real money over time. You'll be surprised by this next one. Trick number 1, hidden infotainment reset button. Your car's touchscreen is frozen, glitching, or completely unresponsive. The navigation won't load, the backup camera is black, or the whole system is stuck on one screen. You can't control anything, and you're about to drive to the dealership where they'll charge $150 just to diagnose it. But here's what most drivers miss. There's a hidden reset button that can fix almost all infotainment problems in seconds. Here's the deal. Look for a small pinhole labeled Reset on your infotainment screen, bezel or center console. It's usually near the volume knob or along the edge of the screen. Push a paperclip or pin into the hole and hold for 10 seconds. The screen will go black, then reboot completely. In some cars, you hold the power button and a specific combination of other buttons check your manual, or search your car model plus infotainment reset. And here's the kicker. This reset fixes frozen screens, unresponsive touchscreens, backup camera failures, Bluetooth problems, and countless other glitches. Dealerships know this, but many will charge you diagnostic fees anyway. A paperclip and 10 seconds just saved you $150 minimum. This should be the first thing you try before paying anyone to look at infotainment problems. So there you have it. 19 car tricks that work and people don't know about that could save you thousands of dollars in repairs and detailing over the life of your vehicle. From cutting a potato for your mirrors to resetting your infotainment system, these are the real deal tricks that dealers and mechanics don't want you to know about. How many did you already know? Drop a comment below and let me know which one shocked you the most. If this video just saved you from expensive mechanic visits or made you realize your car is way cooler than you thought, hit that subscribe button for more money-saving automotive content that gets straight to the point. Your wallet will thank you. Now, there are more tricks that Mechanics Gate keeps, but can allow you to save hundreds of dollars easily. Kindly click this video. Trust me, you'll be amazed at what you find.